coming up today on News 40 Sunrise. Nearly 1 in 5 women will experience a mental health condition while pregnant. We'll learn about one woman's journey toward healing. Plus, one Kentucky national park is back open after a devastating wildfire wiped out acres of land. Find out how park officials are planning to rebuild. Then, celebrations for the Kentucky Derby kicked off over the weekend. We'll see how some long-standing traditions were celebrated. News 40 Sunrise starts right now. Good morning and welcome to News 40 Sunrise. I'm Ashley Wilson. Starting with our top story this morning. One man is dead after a vehicle accident Friday in Barron County. The Barron County Sheriff's Office got a call Friday afternoon about a crash around the 5600 block of Old Bowling Green Road. 35-year-old Kent Blackburn of Park City lost control of his car driving into a ditch on the right side of the road. The car flipped multiple times before officials arrived on the scene. Blackburn was transported to a nearby hospital where he died from his injuries. This investigation is ongoing. And all U.S. Army aviators not involved in critical missions have been grounded following 2 recent helicopter crashes that left 12 soldiers dead. According to the Army, the aviators will be grounded while pilots focus on safety and training protocols. The safety stand down comes after Thursday's mid-air collision of 2 helicopters near Fort Wainwright, Alaska. 3 soldiers died and 1 was wounded. Just weeks earlier, 2 helicopters crashed during a training mission near Fort Campbell, Kentucky, killing all 9 soldiers aboard the aircraft. The incidents are under investigation, but the Army says there is no indication of any pattern between the 2. And the Kentucky Supreme Court has overturned lower court rulings that allowed leaders in Kentucky's largest city to remove a Confederate statue. Officials report the 6-1 ruling issued Thursday said Louisville violated due process in getting approval to remove the John Breckin.
Hello everyone, thank you for joining us here for News 40 at noon. Today is Monday, May 1st. I'm Tommy Modesto. I'm going to bring in meteorologist Darius Macknell for a check of our forecast. Darius, we had some rain yesterday, a little bit cloudy, but no rain today, but it's still a little cloudy today.
Yeah, we still have some clouds. We got a bit of some unsettled weather courtesy of a trough that is right over top of us, and that is going to, of course, generate some clouds that will move through the area. Also, noticing some breezy conditions. We're looking at the Smiths Grove Tower cam towards I-65 and points towards the west. Notice those clouds that are still overhead. Those temperatures, of course, running on the cool side for May. Right now at 59 degrees in Bowling Green, 56 in Scottsville. So we're generally seeing those numbers into the middle and upper 50s. We're going to be somewhere around the lower 60s before we wrap things up for the day today. Check out those wind gusts. We got those gusts flowing in from the west, and they are exceeding 25 miles an hour at times, especially in some locations here in Bowling Green. Satellite and radar, we got those clouds that still continue to drift through the area. That photogenic area of low pressure that is off towards the north and east, that continues to spin as we go for the next several days. I am going to be tracking a gradual warming trend, though, for your Derby week. It is unseasonably cool to start. Could we see some rain on Oaks Day? I'll be showing you that with your 7-day forecast coming up in your News 40 Weather Authority full weather forecast. Tommy?
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. Today is Monday, May 1st. I'm Michael Ridgway, and you're watching News 40 at 5. We start tonight with a first look at our forecast with Chief Meteorologist Scott Burchett. Scott?
Hey, Michael. Well, not a bad day across the area, been a little on the cool side. Temperatures, though, we're going to be on the upswing this week. Kat Robinson in Glasgow says it's 68 degrees. Clouds are starting to clear, but she said yesterday she had up to dime-size hail. We had some storms through the area, of course, kind of made for some rough conditions yesterday. Things calming down now. Still a little gusty, by the way, those weather watchers brought to you by Foundation Solutions Group. So one thing we're seeing, we're trying to see some spotty rain across the area. Most of this, though, clearing out as we go into the evening hours. It's going to pull on off to the northeast and to the east as a powerful low-pressure system that's been giving us these gusty winds, and the showers will finally start to move away. As a matter of fact, if we look across the area, those temperatures I mentioned on the cool side, nearly everyone in the low 60s. Edmonton, 58 degrees.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us. Today is Monday, May 1st. I'm Michael Ridgway, and you're watching News 40 at 6. Let's kick things off with a first look at our weather with Chief Meteorologist Scott Burchett. Scott?
Hey, Michael, not a bad day across the area on the cool side and, well, definitely on the windy side. We only made it up to 65 for the high today, so a full 10 degrees below average. The morning low, well, on the cool side as well, only in the upper 40s, 47. Officially nothing as far as any rain out there. I can tell you, though, we do have some sprinkles in the area. I actually felt some raindrops when I walked outside between newscasts, and some sprinkles, some showers showing up on the radar. As far as those highs across the area, yeah, we're seeing most places only made it into the low 60s. Of course, Edmonton only made it into the upper 50s at 59 degrees. Other places like Brownsville, Woodbury made it into 63-degree territory, and Franklin 64. And across the area, those current temperatures right now, well, we're still seeing temperatures on the cool side, but everyone holding in the upper 50s to low 60s. Edmonton still at 59, although Woodbury has dropped to 62. Franklin has dropped to 61 degrees. Not a bad night across the area. Been on the cool side today, been on the breezy side as well. We're seeing some sprinkles moving out of the area right to the north of Edmonton and Glasgow along the Cumberland Parkway. We're going to see things dry out over the next couple of hours, all because of a low pressure system that is well off to the northeast and to the north in the Great Lakes, still impacting our weather here in south central Kentucky and will over the course of the night. As far as those temperatures are concerned, I mentioned that it was on the cool side. Look at this. We are currently in the low to mid 50s across the area. Going to be a cooler night than this once we get to morning. We have warmer temperatures on the way. We'll talk about that and our next chance of rain in just a bit. But first, News 40 at 10 starts now.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Michael Ridgway, and thank you for joining us. Going straight to our top story, a local Special Olympics athlete receives a replacement gold medal after the original was lost in the tornadoes of December 2021. News 40's Noah Fairber has her story.